All right, so today we're going to do a deep dive into something that I think is pretty fascinating, the world of Terra Luna and all the buzz about its potential for a comeback in 2025.
Yeah.
I know what you might be thinking.
Wait,
Didn't that whole thing crash and burn?
Yeah.
You're right, it did, and pretty spectacularly back in 2022.
It did. It was crazy.
But that's what makes this so interesting.
Right.
Today we're going to be digging into a recent episode of the Crypto Chronicles podcast
Okay.
to see if this is a genuine second chance for Luna or just another crypto roller coaster ride, you know?
Yeah, Luna's really captivating because it's not just your average crypto story, right, with volatility and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in 2022, it sent shockwaves through the entire crypto world.
For sure.
And remember, we're talking billions of dollars lost.
Billions with a B?
Billions.
This wasn't just some small altcoin having a bad day.
Yeah.
The whole Terra ecosystem went down.
Right.
And folks were left wondering if it could ever recover. But here we are in 2025.
Yeah.
And the Terra team is making some bold moves.
We've heard about
with Luna 2.0. They're pushing really hard on real-world uses, especially in decentralized payments. That's a pretty hot space right now.
Oh, absolutely. And what they're doing is quite intriguing, I think.
Okay.
Instead of just being another crypto trying to be money, you know, like we see a lot.
Right.
They're really laser focused on making payments faster, cheaper, and more accessible globally.
Yeah.
You know, think about like being able to send money across the world instantly
Yeah.
with just a few clicks and almost no fees.
Okay. I'll admit that part does sound pretty appealing.
Right.
But haven't we heard the song before?
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of cryptos promise the moon when it comes to payments.
I've heard it all.
So what makes Luna's approach any different?
Well,
Are they just riding the hype wave?
it's a fair question.
Yeah.
And I think skepticism is definitely warranted,
Right.
especially after what happened. But here's where Luna seems to be taking a different tack.
Okay.
They're going beyond just the tech, and they're actively partnering with real-world merchants and businesses to actually integrate Luna into their systems.
So instead of waiting for the world to come to them, they're going out and making those connections themselves.
Exactly.
That's a different strategy than we've seen from some other players in the space.
For sure.
But let's be real for a second, you know? This comeback story, it isn't all smooth sailing.
Right.
There are some major hurdles they need to clear.
Oh, absolutely. The ghost of that 2022 crash is still looming large. You know, rebuilding trust after something like that is a massive undertaking.
Right.
And then there's the competition.
Yeah.
It's a jungle out there.
It is.
Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche.
It's huge.
These are heavy hitters with their own established ecosystems and diehard fans.
They do.
Luna 2.0 has its work cut out for it.
Yeah, and let's not forget the elephant in the room. Regulations.
Governments are watching the crypto space like hawks, especially after the fallout from 2022.
Yeah.
Any misstep from Luna could trigger stricter regulations, maybe even legal battles.
For sure.
It's a tightrope walk.
It is a tightrope walk. You're exactly right.
Okay, so we've got this exciting potential, but also these huge challenges.
Right.
Where does that leave Luna in 2025?
Yeah.
What's the overall outlook?
Well, the Crypto Chronicles episode that we listened to suggests that analysts are split right down the middle.
Really?
Some are cautiously optimistic,
Okay.
especially with all the development work that's being done and growing interests.
Yeah.
But others, they're not buying it.
Mm.
They're pointing to those lingering doubts from the crash and the fierce competition as major red flags.
So it sounds like there's a lot of wait and see going on.
A lot of wait and see.
But of course, everybody wants to know about price predictions.
Oh, of course.
Any juicy insights there?
Well, the podcast throws out some hypothetical numbers for the current price and market cap.
But they're quick to point out that those are just fleeting snapshots,
Right.
subject to the crazy swings we all know and sometimes love about the crypto market.
Yeah, that's the crypto market for you.
Yeah.
All right, so no magic crystal ball.
Yeah.
But what are the key factors that you think could really make or break Luna's price in the future? If you were to place a bet, what would you be watching closely?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
For me, it comes down to three major things.
Okay.
First, how widely adopted does Terra 2.0's ecosystem actually become?
Okay.
Are people and businesses actually using Luna for payments, DeFi NFTs?
Right.
The more adoption there is, the higher the demand and potentially the price.
Okay, adoption makes sense.
Yeah.
What's the second factor on your list?
The overall vibe of the entire crypto market. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing well, chances are other altcoins like Luna will get swept up in that positive wave.
Yeah.
But the reverse is true too.
Oh, yeah.
A downturn in the overall market could drag Luna down with it,
Right.
no matter how good its fundamentals might be.
So even if Luna is doing everything right, they're still at the mercy of the market's mood swings.
That's crypto.
It's a wild ride.
It is.
What's the third thing you'd be watching?
The Terra team's ability to innovate and stay ahead of the curve.
Okay.
The crypto world moves fast.
Yeah.
New projects, new tech. It's relentless.
It is.
If Luna wants to stay relevant and attract investors, they can't afford to just sit on their laurels.
Right.
They need to keep pushing boundaries and delivering.
So it's not enough to just build a good product.
No.
They need to keep evolving and surprising us.
Yeah.
It's like a high-stakes tech race out there.
Exactly.
A strong team, a clear vision, and the ability to adapt.
Yep.
Those are non-negotiables in this space.
I agree.
Now, we've talked a lot about the tech, the market, the challenges.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about the human element.
Right.
What about the Luna community? What's the vibe like there?
Well, Crypto Chronicles definitely highlighted that passionate group of Luna supporters who've stuck with it through all the ups and downs.
Yeah.
Their belief in the project is pretty inspiring.
It is. It is.
They've weathered the storm and they're still all in on Luna's vision.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the power of community in the crypto space, I think.
Yes, it really is.
You see that a lot.
But let's be honest, there are probably still plenty of skeptics out there, right?
Well, of course. There are always those who are wary, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Remember, we're talking about people who lived through the 2022 crash.
Of course.
Some may have even lost money.
Right.
It's understandable that they'd be hesitant to jump back in.
So we've got a mix of optimism and skepticism,
Yeah.
which I guess is pretty typical in the crypto world.
It is.
But here's the big question for you listening.
Okay.
What's your take on Luna's potential?
Mm.
Do you see this as a chance for redemption?
Right.
Or is Luna destined to fade away?
We've laid out the history, the tech, the hurdles, the market dynamics.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to weigh the evidence and decide.
Right.
Is Luna a risky gamble or a potential opportunity?
Exactly. No right or wrong answers here.
Nope.
Your decisions should be based on your own risk tolerance, investment goals, and your research.
Your own research for sure.
Speaking of which, that wraps up part 1 of our Luna deep dive.
Oh, wow, already.
We've covered a lot of ground, but there's still more to explore.
Can't wait.
So grab a refill of your favorite drink and get ready for part 2,
All right.
where we'll delve deeper into the tech and applications behind Luna's comeback attempt.
The tech is fascinating.
It is.
I'm excited to dive into that more.
Yeah, me too.
See you in part 2.
See ya!
Welcome back to the deep dive.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit in this part and move from the big picture to the heart of Luna's potential comeback,
Right.
the technology itself, and how they're actually using it.
The tech. Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts.
Yeah. What's the Terra team doing to make Luna 2.0 stand out in this crowded crypto space?
Well, as we heard in Crypto Chronicles, their big focus is on decentralized payments. They're aiming to make sending and receiving money faster, cheaper, and more accessible than traditional methods.
Okay.
And they're building a platform specifically for that.
Sounds like a lofty goal, but how does that actually work in practice?
So think of it like a global peer-to-peer network for payments.
Okay.
Luna 2.0 leverages blockchain technology to cut out the middleman, like banks, which could potentially reduce fees and speed up transactions.
So no more waiting days for international transfers to go through.
Imagine sending money to someone across the world instantly,
Right.
with just a few clicks and minimal fees. That's the vision behind Luna's decentralized payment system.
Hold on a second. We've heard these promises before from other crypto projects.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What makes Luna's approach different?
Yeah.
Are they really innovating or just hopping on the decentralized finance bandwagon?
That's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Luna seems to be taking a more proactive approach. They're not just building the technology and hoping people use it.
Right.
They're actively partnering with merchants and businesses to integrate Luna into their payment systems.
So they're trying to bridge that gap between the crypto world and everyday purchases.
Exactly.
That's a big hurdle for a lot of crypto projects.
Huge hurdle.
Are they targeting any specific types of businesses or industries?
You know, Crypto Chronicles didn't really get into specifics.
Okay.
But it did emphasize that Luna's focus is on making these partnerships with companies that handle a large volume of everyday transactions.
Okay.
Think like point-of-sale systems, online retailers, even things like remittance services.
That's smart. If they can get Luna integrated into those systems, that's a huge potential user base right there.
Yeah, millions and millions.
But let's shift gears a bit.
Oh.
Decentralized payments are just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What else is the Terra team working on?
Another key area is integration with Layer 2 scaling solutions.
Okay.
Remember those speed and cost issues we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Layer 2 solutions are designed to tackle that by moving transactions off the main blockchain.
Okay, I'm following you, but could you break that down a little more?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I fully grasp how Layer 2 works and why it matters for Luna.
Sure. Imagine a busy highway during rush hour.
Okay.
Traffic slows to a crawl because there are too many cars trying to use the same road.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now imagine adding express lanes that allow some cars to bypass the congestion and reach their destinations faster.
Okay.
That's essentially what Layer 2 solutions do for blockchains.
So they're taking some of the load off the main blockchain to speed things up and reduce costs.
Exactly.
Mm.
And in Luna's case, they've decided to use a specific Layer 2 solution called Cosmos.
Cosmos?
Yeah, and what's interesting about Cosmos is that it's not just about scaling.
Okay.
It's also about interoperability,
Interoperability.
allowing different blockchains to communicate and work together seamlessly.
So Luna can potentially tap into the strengths of other blockchains without sacrificing its own unique features.
Precisely. And that could be a major advantage in the long run,
Yeah,
especially as the crypto landscape becomes more interconnected.
makes sense.
Okay, so we've covered decentralized payments and Layer 2 scaling.
Right.
What about the broader ecosystem?
Yeah,
How is Luna attracting developers and users to build on its platform?
that's a great point. A blockchain is only as good as the applications and projects built on top of it.
For sure.
What's Luna doing to make its ecosystem attractive to developers?
That's where collaborations with DeFi and NFT projects come in.
Okay.
Crypto Chronicles highlighted Luna's efforts to integrate with other established blockchain projects. They're essentially opening up their platform to a wider range of applications and users.
So they're not trying to be a lone wolf in the crypto world.
Right.
They're embracing collaboration and integration.
Exactly. For example, by partnering with DeFi projects,
Okay.
Luna can offer users access to lending, borrowing, and other financial services directly on the Luna blockchain. And by integrating with NFT projects, they can tap into that booming world of digital collectibles and even the metaverse.
It sounds like they're trying to create this interconnected and versatile ecosystem
Yes,
where different aspects of the crypto world can come together.
I think so.
That could be really powerful.
It could be very powerful.
Yeah.
And what's particularly interesting is their approach to smart contracts.
Okay.
You see, smart contracts are the backbone of many DeFi and NFT projects,
Yeah.
but they can be complex to create.
Right.
Luna's trying to simplify that process
Okay.
by providing tools and resources that make it easier for developers to build on their platform.
So they're trying to make it as developer-friendly as possible.
Exactly. It's a bit like providing a user-friendly toolkit.
Yeah.
The easier it is for developers to build on your platform, the more likely they are to choose it over the competition.
Right. It's all about attracting that talent.
Yeah, exactly.
So to sum it up, the Terra team is working on decentralized payments,
Yeah.
Layer 2 scaling solutions using Cosmos. And they're actively collaborating with other projects to create a diverse and thriving ecosystem.
Yes.
It sounds like they're pulling out all the stops to make Luna 2.0 a real contender.
They are. They're working hard.
But the big question remains, will all of these efforts be enough to overcome the challenges Luna faces and pave the way for a genuine comeback?
That's the question.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And that's what we're going to explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Can't wait.
We'll shift our focus to the all-important question of price market sentiment and what you should be considering if you're thinking about investing in Luna.
The big questions.
It is.
It's going to be a fascinating discussion.
For sure.
We'll delve into those price predictions, analyze the current market dynamics, and examine the potential risks and rewards associated with Luna.
All right, so grab another drink, get comfortable, and we'll see you in part 3.
Sounds good.
All right, so welcome back to the deep dive in this final part.
Okay.
Let's tackle the question that's probably on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
What's Luna's price potential? Right.
And what's the overall feeling in the market about it?
Yeah, let's be upfront, as well as I do, that crypto is notoriously volatile.
Oh, for sure.
Like, as much as we might want to predict the future,
Right.
it's more like educated guessing than a guarantee.
Yeah.
Our source, Crypto Chronicles, stresses this point as well.
No crystal ball here, unfortunately.
Nope.
But the podcast did throw out some hypothetical figures
Okay.
for Luna's current price and market cap, just to give us a general idea of where things stand.
Right. But it's crucial to remember that these numbers can swing wildly,
Yeah,
even within a single day.
for sure.
The crypto market is driven by so many factors. News,
Yeah.
speculation, new technologies, regulatory changes, even what's trending on social media.
It's like trying to predict the weather sometimes.
It really is.
So for you, what are the key drivers
Yeah.
that could really move Luna's price one way or the other?
Crypto Chronicles highlighted 3 main factors that I think are worth paying attention to.
Okay.
The first is adoption.
How many people and businesses are actually using Terra 2.0's ecosystem
Yeah.
for payments, DeFi, and NFTs?
Right.
The more it's used,
Yeah.
the higher the demand for the Luna token,
Right.
which could, in theory, drive up the price.
That makes sense. The more useful a crypto is in the real world, the more valuable it becomes.
Exactly.
What's the second factor?
The overall sentiment in the crypto market as a whole.
Okay.
If big players like Bitcoin and Ethereum are on an upswing,
Right.
chances are other altcoins, including Luna, will ride that positive wave.
Yeah.
But of course, the opposite is true as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A downturn in the broader market could pull Luna down,
Right.
regardless of how well it's doing on its own.
So even if Luna is firing on all cylinders, it's still vulnerable to the whims of the market.
Yep, that's crypto.
That's a bit unsettling.
It is, and it highlights the importance of diversification
Right.
in crypto investing.
Diversification is key.
You never want to put all your eggs in one basket.
Solid advice. Now, what's that third factor you mentioned?
This one's all about the Terra team.
Okay.
Can they continue to innovate and stay ahead of the curve?
Mm.
Remember, the crypto world moves at lightning speed.
It does.
New projects and technologies pop up constantly.
Yeah.
If Luna wants to stay relevant and keep investors interested,
Right.
they can't afford to stand still.
Yeah, they got to keep
They
moving.
need to keep pushing the boundaries and delivering.
So it's not enough to build a great product. They need to keep evolving,
Right.
keep pushing the boundaries. What are some specific areas where you think innovation will be crucial for Luna?
One area to watch is security.
Security.
After the 2022 crash, regaining trust is paramount.
Right.
Luna needs to demonstrate that they've learned from their mistakes
Yeah.
and implemented robust security measures to prevent future vulnerabilities.
Right.
They also need to be adaptable and responsive to new threats as they emerge.
That makes sense. Security is essential in the crypto world,
It is.
especially given Luna's past. Anything else?
Another area is user experience. For Luna to achieve mainstream adoption, it needs to be easy for everyday people to use.
Right. It can't be too complicated.
They need to simplify the onboarding process, make wallets more intuitive, and create a seamless experience
Yeah.
for both individuals and businesses.
So it's not just about the tech itself,
Right.
but about making it accessible and user-friendly.
Yeah.
What about on the development side? Any thoughts there?
Absolutely. As we discussed earlier, Luna has made a smart move by embracing interoperability
All right.
and working with other blockchain projects.
Right.
But to really attract developers, they need to go further.
Okay.
They need to create a thriving developer community, provide comprehensive documentation and support, and make it as easy as possible to build on their platform.
It sounds like they have a lot on their plate.
They do.
Now, let's not forget the human side of all this.
Right. The community.
What's the overall sentiment within the Luna community?
Crypto Chronicles did a great job highlighting the passion and dedication of Luna supporters.
Yeah.
These are people who believe in the project's vision
Right.
and have stuck with it through thick and thin.
They have.
Their enthusiasm is contagious.
It's really inspiring to see that level of commitment,
It is.
especially after the challenges they've faced. But let's be honest, there are still skeptics out there.
Of course, some people are understandably cautious
Yeah.
after what happened in 2022.
Right.
They may have lost money or simply lost faith in the project.
Yeah.
It's important to acknowledge those concerns and recognize that not everyone is ready to jump back on the Luna bandwagon.
So it's a mixed bag of optimism and skepticism, which
Yeah.
I guess is par for the course in the crypto world.
Pretty much.
But here's the key question for you listening. What's your take on Luna's potential? Do you see this as a chance for redemption? We've examined the history, the challenges, the market dynamics.
Yeah. A lot of information.
Now it's your turn to weigh the evidence and decide. Is Luna a risky gamble,
Right.
a potential opportunity, or something in between?
That's the question.
And as you're pondering that, remember that our Crypto Chronicles episode didn't explicitly address a thought-provoking question. Could Luna's focus on real-world applications,
Okay.
especially in decentralized payments, be its key to setting itself apart in this crowded crypto market?
It's a compelling question.
It is.
If Luna can truly bridge that gap between crypto and everyday commerce,
Yeah.
it could gain a significant advantage. But that if is the crucial part.
Indeed, the future of Luna remains uncertain.
Yeah, who knows?
But one thing is for sure, it's a project worth watching closely.
I think so too.
And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of Terra Luna.
This was fun.
We hope you found this journey informative, insightful, and maybe even a little bit thrilling.
A little bit of a roller coaster.
Remember, the crypto landscape is constantly evolving. Stay curious, stay informed,
Stay informed.
and most importantly, stay engaged. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.